You won't see this coming. An easy, creamy coffee cake without using an oven. Hi, sweet tooths. Don't you just love coffee desserts? And don't you also love cold desserts? And don't you love making easy, no-bake desserts? Well, today's recipe has it all together. I'll start with a cookie base. As always, I'll explain it quickly and easily. We take 3/4 of a package of cookies, any kind. Maria cookies. For example, we crush them well in a mortar, a chopper, or a food processor. And once you have them more or less in powder form, we heat up 60 grams of butter, which is about 1/3 of a cup. What we're gonna do is heat it up a little and stir it so it melts completely. Don't heat it at full power in the microwave, because it will splatter and make a mess. We add the cookie and mix until we have a more or less uniform texture, similar to wet sand. Once you have it, you take it to the mold. In my case, I'm using this one that's 18 centimeters in diameter, round, and I've lined it with parchment paper, although acetate paper or plastic wrap would also work great. We press down the cookie and set it aside. On the other hand, in a cup of milk, we dissolve 2 packets of curd or any other thickener. Once you have it dissolved, you wait. In this case, we take a saucepan and add the coffee we like the most. A big glass, which is about 1.5 cups, around 300 milliliters, along with 2 cups of milk. If you like a stronger coffee flavor, replace some of the milk with more coffee, but make sure not to skip the splash of vanilla. It gives the dessert a very professional touch. And we sweeten it with condensed milk. Pour in a small cup and mix it all together. We keep it on medium heat until it's nice and warm. When you notice the mixture is already hot, add the milk with the thickener, in my case, curd, and give it a few stirs. Does the type of thickener determine if you need to stir constantly? In the case of curd, you have to wait until it starts to boil, and when it starts to boil, even if it's still liquid, that's when you need to pour it into the mold so it thickens. So my turn is this. I take it to the mold with the cookie and pour it in. I always place something to keep the stream from hitting the cookie directly and breaking it. We pour all the warm liquid in here, and the cake is ready. It just can't get any easier than this. Let's take it up a notch, just to add a little something, even though it's already really delicious. Let it cool down and set it aside in the fridge or refrigerator for a little while. All right, carefully now because it's still liquid, and if you want to decorate, I'll give you an option. This is optional, but it looks great. We put 200 milliliters of cream or milk cream in a saucepan, and what I do is add a bit of sweetness with honey. A couple of tablespoons will be enough. It's going to give a special touch to the chocolate sauce we're going to prepare. It's a kind of ganache, but a bit special. A splash of vanilla. You know, I'm a huge fan, and it goes great with chocolate. We heat it up, and once it's hot, you pour it over the chopped chocolate. In this case, 3/4 of a bar of dark chocolate, dessert chocolate, or whichever you like best. In my case, it's 52% cocoa. Thanks to the heat of the liquid and stirring it, the chocolate melts and blends into this amazing sauce, which will also thicken a bit as it cools. So we take the cake that we have here, thickening in the fridge, and take it out. Then pour the chocolate on top. But first, let's not forget an important detail, which is that it needs to have been in the fridge for a while. That way, the top layer will start to thicken and everything won't mix together. Then, make it shiny and let it cool, because the cake is ready to set. We're gonna leave it in the fridge or refrigerator for at least 2 hours, or you can prepare it the day before if you want. That works perfectly too, and it's done. I'm gonna show you how it turns out because I like the final result. That's always what's important. Just like with people, you're going to love the inside of this dessert. Look at that texture, oh my, it's amazing. If you want to give it a bit of volume, look, some decorative coffee beans are great, although you could also add some nuts. Look how good it looks, oh my. I'll bring it closer so you can see it better. This is a delicious coffee dessert that all your guests will love, so go ahead and make it. And then you tell me, we cut a piece and enjoy. Look, 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 how delicious it is. Right? Does it taste good? A homemade dessert, creamy, easy, light, And with that touch we always love. Long live coffee. Also, combined with chocolate like this, it's a real delicacy. Look how we take one piece and another. How wonderful. Oh my, how delicious. I hope you liked it, and let me know if you like coffee desserts. What's your favorite coffee? Tell me down here in your comments, and that way we can get some ideas.